I've been thinking about your mum.
Now that's a turn on.
No, that's not what I meant. No, but I've been thinking about how you're both, like, she's the one you inherited your abilities from. You're being a metamorph magi.
Yeah.
So, she could also change the way she looked at Will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you think about it, there are other signs too. Because she also didn't like people, she didn't like people using her very feminine name, right? She didn't like to be called Nymphadora. She liked people to call her Tonks. Even after your parents got married and she was officially called Lupin, she still wanted people to call her Tonks, which is gender neutral. Yeah, and then there's also the fact that she dressed in a way that, is not traditionally feminine. Way more punk rock, just like you, but it's also the fact that that becomes more gender neutral when you think about it. And if your dad was bisexual, that also fits. Because then it wouldn't matter if, her identity was more, and if you change your body to match that.
Wait, Vicky, I'm not fluid because I can change the way my body looks. Like, if I would have had, I don't know, big boobs or being super buff or whatever, I would have been just as gender fluid.
Well, yeah, I know that.
Do you?
Yes, of course.
And do you see Alex and Kara's fluid gender identities as less valid just because they cannot change the way their body look?
That's not... I just thought that you'd be happy to know that there may be something else that you and your mum have in common.
Well, I appreciate that. It's just, I think it's a bit rude to speculate about others when they haven't given you that information themselves.
But it's okay for you to speculate about your dad and Sirius.
I had more to go on. We had photos, the jumper, Harry talking about living together, having only each other, I don't know, Christmas presents. It's not just about the way they acted or dressed themselves. Yeah, I know, the leather jacket was a giveaway for Sirius, but still, I didn't want to speculate anymore, so that's why I talked to Harry. This is rude.
Teddy, what's wrong?
It's just not always fun being the one that's different, that's all.
I know that. But what made you think about this all of a sudden?
I know you know that to some extent, but you cannot fully understand what it's really like. And it's not entirely your fault, it's just the way privilege works.
I'm doing my best to listen. So please tell me.
I'm just stressed, okay? It's just, I'm graduating really soon.
That's not it. What are you really thinking about?
It makes me worried about... I'm worried about what's gonna happen with S.Q.U.A.D when I'm gone. All the work we put in, all the fights we fought. What's gonna happen to it?
We'll keep working and fighting, of course. That's not it either.
But what if it's not enough? What if the foundation we should build is not enough to, keep it going? What if it all falls apart?
What are you really worried about?
Nothing gets past you, does it?
Not when it's something that I actually care about, or someone.
It's a lot, that's all. I'm just getting really tired of people making these comments that I, and well, other people as well in S.Q.U.A.D now, are different. Like I said, it's not always fun being the one that's different.
Who's doing that?
Almost everyone, Vicky.
What do you mean everyone? What, teachers too? Or...
Not exactly, because it's never... direct. It's comments, it's looks, glances, sneers, questions. It's just all the time.
If it's all the time, then how come I've never seen it?
I don't know. Why haven't you seen it?
I guess it's because of my limited perspective.
Yeah. That's what we call privilege, right? Yeah.
So do you want to tell me what happened this time that I didn't see?
It was just some stupid students commenting about my skirt, well, your skirt, and asking why I don't put my abilities to better work now, since I clearly want to be a girl.
What?
I guess they also saw, how being a metamorphomagus can, be good for these reasons.
Teddy, I'm so sorry. That's not what I didn't...
And then their friend told me that, I could be really sexy if I just put some effort into it.
That's not a compliment!
I know.
So, how hard did you hit them?
I didn't.
Why?
Because it's not just about me, Vicky. What good will it do? The things I do will affect S.Q.U.A.D now. And I'm leaving soon, so...
Let us worry about that. Do you think it would feel better or worse if you were more open about your personal reasons for starting S.Q.U.A.D?
I don't know. That's the main reason I think why I'm so stressed about graduation. Because I cannot make up my mind if I should come out before I graduate or if I should wait. It's just...
You know you don't have to do that, Teddy.
I know, but it could also make a really big difference.
But fuck that!
Vicky!
This is not about other people. This is about you and your comfort levels and your safety. You've already done so much for people in S.Q.U.A.D and, well, for everybody else in this stupid school, even if they're too afraid of change to understand it.
We have done so much for S.Q.U.A.D. I know I give you a really hard time a lot of the time. But honestly, Vicky, you've done so much for me and for S.Q.U.A.D.
I know. And I'll continue to do so. In my 6th year and my 7th year, just wait until they make me head girl. They won't know what hex them.
I wouldn't be so sure if you keep telling people to hex the haters. They might have an idea.
Well, they'll have to catch me at it, and they won't be able to do that. Are you more nervous about coming out to people at school or to our families?
Both.
Because you know that nobody in S.Q.U.A.D would judge you or think any less of you for also doing your activism for personal reasons. No one would think any less of you, that you're any less punk rock or any less trying to stick it to the man.
Or person.
Actually, no, the patriarchy trumps this one.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I guess that's a privilege I have then.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that because S.Q.U.A.D is supposed to be a safe space where you can come out before you come out to the rest of the school or your family. That's the point, kind of. But I have this crazy idea that I need to be ready to come out to the whole school before I come out to squad. And it's such a stupid double standard because that's not the point. And you know, it's the reason we have squad is to have the safe space.
It's not a double standard.
No.
No, you're entitled to your personal feelings too.
And I wouldn't know where to start anyway.
You've already started. You've come out to yourself. That's a huge deal. And you come out to me, and that wasn't so bad, was it?
Are you joking? I was terrified. You almost broke up with me. We had this huge fight. You avoided me.
Yes, well, I had my own issues to work through. It didn't really have anything to do with you, except it started there, and in the end, I ended up knowing myself better, and knowing you better. And I love you more than ever, you stupid little badger.
You know when I talked to Harry a couple of weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought about it then, and I almost did it. But I think he kind of beat me to it.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure yet. So... But I do think that Harry knows more than we think. We might have underestimated him when it comes to these things.
Why don't you start with him then? Then you'll have both school and family all in one.
Merlin. But yeah, now that I think about it, if anyone understands the importance of coming out, it's Harry.
What do you mean?
Well, remember when he told us about how he spent the first 11 years of his life living in a cupboard under the stairs?
Yeah, I do remember that. Well, no one deserves to live in a cupboard, so...